Hello, everyone, and welcome. I am Abigail, the ultimate guru. I'm not anorexic
That's not
at
true.
all. I don't know why this is going around right now. It's very silly. It's a very silly accusation.
Why are you so fucking happy about that? I don't even think that's going around. I think it's still going around that you're fucking fat. You're
That,
just like, oh,
it's
I'm not
both.
even.
It's very hard to understand what's going on around me when both are being thrown at me constantly, you know?
It's not. It's not. You're shaped like a snowman. You got weird little fucking twig arms and a long nose and bulbous body, and you're just fucking, you're skinny and fat at the same time, which is like fine for me to be, all right, because
Yeah.
I'm pushing 40 and I'm a dude.
Yeah, but I'm not supposed to look like Dr. Robotnik.
I agree. I agree. You're so fucking figure it out, bud.
I'm trying. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best, doing what I can.
I don't get the reference.
Ramones song. It's the
Oh,
okay. So we were doing Commando
so not
karaoke.
in addition to definitely
Yeah,
being fat and skinny at the same time, you also like some of the worst music in the world. No,
there's
so
oh
you
my
not
gosh,
making it up with personality. You got nothing going on, bud.
you cannot talk about anyone's music taste. Anyone,
Oh, I'm sorry.
anyway,
It's like
we're moving on.
worldwide. Some of the music that I like is some of the most popular and well-respected fucking music in the world. You have no
Oh
idea what
yeah,
production
that's
is.
not no. Something being popular is not the metric for whether or not it's good.
Yeah, it kind of is with a lot of music though.
No, that's very stupid. No.
Yeah, kind of is. Kind of
You love
is.
Taylor Swift, then I'm assuming.
I like some of her songs actually. Yeah, I don't know why. Here's the thing about the Taylor Swift. I don't know when she like because she's been popular for fucking forever, right? I don't know when she had got to the point where people became obsessed with her, and I think we brought this up on the show. I'm
It
pretty sure I
it
brought
was
this point
very
up.
suddenly
Yeah.
overnight. I noticed when she re-released every single album of hers, she just re-recorded every song
Hmm.
and put like Taylor's version in
Yeah.
parentheses around it. That was the day.
You
That
think
was
it
the day
was?
when suddenly I heard in person, in real life, people talking about Taylor Swift for the first time in like years, other than once at some weird like mom's day out dinner I went to. That was the only time I had heard her name in like a decade at all. And then very suddenly overnight, it was all over the internet. People I'd never ever heard of liking her before in their lives were talking about how they've been completely obsessed with her for this entire time, and they talk about her every day. And it's like that didn't like that. None of that happened. You
That's the
people are lying to my face. You're lying. Someone told you that you believe that, and then suddenly do. Like it's crazy the way these things happen. It's
I
like
think
weird like viruses that spread through the country.
I think then that like that's the day that I started to not dislike, but be like, what the fuck? I mean, Taylor Swift isn't that great. I guess I'm
Yeah.
just I would really count myself more as like a Scooter Braun type of guy.
Oh, of course. Yeah, you're on his side. You're on his side. That's gonna win you a lot of friends. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think that that's part of the reason why I don't like a lot of more popular music, because I listen to it and I'm sitting here like, well, it's not offensive, but your reaction is upsetting to me. Like you're acting like it's the best piece of art ever made for something that's just like mildly pleasant to listen to and kind of catchy bothers me.
Well,
Not you, like general
right.
you, like it's inauthentic, and I don't think anyone who behaves that way with like an extremely worldwide, like massively popular currently like worldwide superstar pop star is interested in music. I just don't believe that that person likes the
I
art.
really love. I mean, you're looking at the art, I guess, differently. And hold on, let me. If it does it again, I'll change some settings.
I
But,
still haven't
uh,
introduced you, by the way.
oh
Should
yeah,
I do that real quick?
sure.
And here's Bryden, the world's
Hey,
only comedian.
what's up? I've
There you go. Okay.
been doing this show for a long time. This is my. If you're on the YouTube, this is my channel. Um,
No, it's my show. Sorry.
yeah.
We're just
Uh,
talking about me.
but I mean, I don't know when I listen to a lot of those songs. Like one, I like the structure of pop music a lot, and then two, I'm listening more for the fucking production of it. You
Oh
know,
yeah, yeah. See, I'm not interested in that at all whatsoever. And I think that Sometimes it's detrimental to have like really pristine production if you're trying to do something that's more like anything that's supposed to sound raw and emotional. Having pristine production bothers me, for
Well, it's not.
example. I just
It's
don't,
well, it's not.
focus on that.
It's not supposed to. I mean, do you think I like Katy Perry? But I like one. It's catchy, sure. But do you think I like Katy Perry because she's got such a beautiful singing voice? No, there's only one pop star, besides Morrissey, that I like because they've got an amazing singing voice, and that's Ariana Grande. All right.
She does have a pretty voice.
She's amazing. She's totally incredible. I'd love to see Wicked. I don't know why they have to cry in every fucking interview. I'm gonna go ahead and watch that one at home.
It's for the theater kids. It's directly because it's to appeal to the theater kid audience. I spent a lot of time around theater kids in theater class and doing musicals and stuff when I was and in school, in like middle school, junior high, high school, and they just that's just what they're like. I
Okay,
think
but
it's an intentional marketing ploy because they know that theater kids are going to be the audience.
why fucking hold each other and cry and all this stuff? I mean, they just seem like they seem like literally. I've just seen a few of these fucking interviews, and again, I'd love to see the goddamn movie. We went and saw Heretic. It was fantastic, and it was like, damn, a lot of people here to see Wicked. I'll bet it's cool. I guess now the actors are like, no, you should sing in the theaters. It's like, well, not the first time that I go see a dickhead, but in these fucking
Yeah, you
interviews.
gotta wait. You gotta wait because opening like the first couple weeks are gonna be theater kids singing in the theater. If you don't want that, you
I
gotta wait.
no, I think it's going to get worse now because now people are going to be like, "This is my fifth time seeing it," like it's a roller coaster or some shit. All right, but
Oh.
no, these fucking interviews. I mean, they look like a lesbian couple where one of them is in leukemia treatments.
Yeah, that's theater kids.
No, it's not theater kids. Theater kids
That's
are
theater kids.
no.
They look like that and they do that.
Ariana Grande didn't look like that. I don't know what's going on with her. She lost way too much fucking weight. I think she got bullied into going on Ozempic. She's too thin now. She's too
No,
thin
she's
now.
not on Ozempic. She's just anorexic
Well, she didn't used to be.
or bulimic, maybe.
I don't know what her deal is, but oh my god, like fine, I get that. That was always annoying, but dude, amazing music. Like I love her voice. I think she has great choice in songs. I didn't like so much, when she started writing her own songs. To be honest with you, that's when I lost interest. Like that was a thank you next. I'm so fucking grateful for my ex. It's not that good. I liked it before when she had people writing her music. She just has a great voice on her. She's not a fucking, whatever. But and while I'm on that, I saw a fucking tweet that somebody was like, Ariana Grande has put actress in her bio. It's like, well, that's where she started.
Because she is
You,
literally an actress. Like her being, oh my
I
goodness
hate
gracious.
young
She
people.
started as an
I
actress.
hate
She
young
was
people.
on a kid TV show, a teenager TV show,
And
and they
where she was
all
molested. She was molested there.
yes, she was molested there, and also they all become pop stars, like
Not all of
all
them.
of them.
Some of them. Amanda Bynes just got raped.
Yeah, that was
That's she
yeah.
didn't. It was just, which is a shame because she probably could have. A lot of them probably could. I don't know. I'm not going to say Amanda Bynes could have grown up to be a funny lady, but she could have been as funny
No, I
at
think she could have.
least as
No.
Nikki Glazer.
I mean, she was doing kid stuff, but I do think that she had good instincts. If like literally any of that was her influence or any improv at all whatsoever, or like critiquing the writing for that stuff, I think she was just a kid. I don't know. She would have grown up to be funny. I think she would have been a good comedian. She just like matured
Let's not.
and didn't go insane.
I mean, let's not sit here and pretend that women are good comedians. But like, she would have. She would have at least been as good as Nikki Glazer. And Nikki Glazer's fine. She's okay. I like Nikki Glazer.
Okay, yeah.
What
A
I
little
do, I
backhanded.
list her. I list her at least bottom top 10 as like. I mean, obviously, Katie Boyle is amazing. Uh, Kim Congdon is probably my favorite female comedian working now. Kim Congdon's fantastic. She's probably Nikki Glazer's. She's all right.
Okay, well, she's never gonna hear this, so it's fine. If anyone wants comedy advice, you can write in. You can DM me on Twitter at OctoAbbey. Fashion advice, we're here for you. We will give you literally any any sort of advice you can think of. Tech support. We're here for you.
It's
We will
true.
do tech support. Christmas gift ideas. Okay, anything. Anything at all.
Oh, dude, trying to figure out liquor. You know, what's the best
Yeah.
this type of liquor? Well, send in suggestions
Recipes.
of what you like. You're like, I already like this, but I'd like to move to a different scotch. I could probably help you. We're doing all advice now. It just doesn't
Mhm.
have to be life advice, all right?
Yeah. Your bread dough is not rising properly. What could be going on there? I know. I will fix your bread dough.
I know as well. There's too much yeast in your house. There's a lady in there and you got to
No,
clean her
that's
up.
okay, retarded because more yeast is good, actually.
And
The
so,
natural yeasts in the air
not enough ladies in
are a
there.
benefit.
Start a harem. See, this is the type
Just
of top
take
quality.
them from the park. Just take them home.
The women take them from the park.
The moms. You're just stealing the mothers, to be specific, not the children.
We see this is the type of top quality advice and debate that we as we begin to dwindle in listenership will try to reinvigorate this with much like a dough itself rising and then left too
Yeah.
long in the oven by February uh, to
Well, what we
where it
should do is
all
go back. Oh, go
devolves
ahead.
into some type of weird racism.
Well, we should just go back to when I was claiming to have run away to join the circus and things. Like, this is not that different, to be honest. I saw this clip from an article because Robert Pattinson
I
will go into
saw this clip from an
this. It's
article.
a screenshot. A screenshot. It's a piece of it's
Well, no,
a
it's fucked. They
clipped
have clip.
screenshot.
It's fucked. They have clips and articles now. You're like trying to read. Too bad. Watch this movie of Miley
It's okay.
Cyrus
Okay, I'm stupid.
yelling.
The
It
point
was.
is,
It wasn't you. It was modernity that is stupid.
that's so true.
But you
Nothing
also
is
are.
ever my fault.
No, no. There's a
I'm pretty
lot.
sure. I'm pretty sure it's not my fault. My husband also told me recently that I can pretty much get away with whatever I want.
Oh, that's a bad move. I got to talk to him about
Yeah.
that.
No. No, he's right. He's right. I can do whatever I want.
I got to talk to him about that.
Anytime, anywhere, to anyone. It's gonna be great. Just stomp on people's toes if I want to.
I think you do that because you can't.
That's an accident, though. I mean, like on purpose. I'm not talking about my giant, clumsy feet right now. Okay.
Can't imagine you like going through a theater aisle without, making
Dude, it's a
enemies.
freaking problem. You have no idea.
I have an idea. I've run into people like you, or rather, they've run into me, and I'm such a nice fella. I just go, "Oh, hey, don't worry about it," because I'm just trying to think like, get your giant lesbian ass out of the way of the fucking screen. Do you know how much it costs to go to the
Sorry.
fucking movies now? Every time,
Sorry.
every time, it's $70, $80 to go to the fucking movies.
And every time I spoil your fun, that's me every time, by the way. It's always just me.
Luckily, the last couple times I've been in the movies, unpopular movies.
Mm.
That's why I can't go to Wicked. I just have too many lesbians stomping on my toes, singing in my ear.
Oh, yeah, that is going to be particularly lesbian heavy. I promise.
Probably, right?
Oh, yeah.
There's not
Oh,
going to be
yeah.
dudes in there. Well, there will
There,
be, but they're
there's going to be not the good kind.
the fellas with the finger snap are going in
They're going to
there.
be
Yeah.
singing. They're going to be singing.
Probably beautiful voices, though.
That's true. Bunch of tenors, beautiful tenor voices
They could.
lifting up throughout the theater.
I just
It
don't.
sounds
I
beautiful.
just don't want to be in a goddamn movie theater of everybody trying to hit Ariana Grande's fucking real high
Oh
notes.
my gosh, yes.
I've never seen the movie. I don't even know anything about Wicked. I just saw Ariana
Oh,
Grande and was
it's
like,
a
oh,
bad play.
oh, is it really?
It's
That sucks.
it's not. I mean, it's as far I love musicals. This one, it's not horrible, but it's not like I never understood why everybody was obsessed with it. I think people just really like theater kids, especially, really love the reimagined fairy tale thing. Like when they did like
Sure.
that Maleficent movie with Angelina Jolie, where it was like from her perspective, like that kind of thing. It's just great and cool. I don't know.
I mean, I
It's
guess that's
fun.
neat.
It's yeah. Anyway, but I saw this article about Robert Pattinson So he does this thing where he goes into interviews and he just says things that never happened and are not true because he's bored in the interview. Like one
Ah,
time he claimed that he had an obsessed fan, so he went out on a date with her and like tried to be as boring as possible so that she would leave him alone, and it worked. And it's like that never happened. He admitted like
no.
5 years later that that was just he just told a lie because the interviewer wasn't asking interesting questions or
Well,
something like that.
I know that wouldn't happen because he's the Twilight dude.
Yeah, he could be as he was boring there.
And
That does
yeah,
not that was the whole character. He
well,
barely spoke. He had like
he
two lines.
yeah, he's handsome and rich. He could be as boring as that. That's not why she was there. She's a woman. They're not sitting there. If you're a handsome rich dude, no woman is like, wow, I just really love his personality. You know who loves his personality, and that's also not true. That the girlfriend of that David Blunt's guy, that black fella who weighs so much that he sat
Oh
on a.
yeah, I saw that.
She doesn't love his personality. That
No.
guy's got way too much money. And I don't know how. I had never heard of him. I had never fucking heard of him. The guy's 23. He will not make it. Bro, Easy E died at like
Yeah.
28, 29. This guy is
Yeah,
gonna.
he's not got long.
He
He's done.
he's done in the next couple of years.
They should give him Ozempic.
I don't think that. I mean, that would might make him regular fat.
Well, that's better. Give him a few more years.
Well, it was just sad. It was just sad. And like
It is, yeah.
I haven't heard his fucking song. Maybe it's good. Apparently he says faggot in it, which is pretty funny. But I haven't listened to a song.
Is it,
Keep
see,
meaning
this
to.
is why you can't talk about that is your measure for whether or not you're going to enjoy the song. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. You would listen to the song and be like, "Yeah, this song is fine." So like the most dog shit song ever, but he said the fun word.
But I mean, it's probably not good, but I was just giving it a point into, you
Mm-hmm.
know, there because everything is columns, it's pro and con, right?
Oh right,
So I
yeah.
was giving it a pro who says faggot. That's pretty funny. Because
Everything is
people
columns.
did the fucking clip and like he says faggot and then like smiles, so it's like that's pretty cool. I like that. But I've only heard that clip and it was like, and I swear I'm not a faggot. Like that's hilarious. I don't know. I haven't listened to the whole song. I've seen a video of him falling through a bunch of purple smoke through time and space or whatever. I'll
Oh, that's
bet
cool.
I'll bet I wouldn't like it. I'll bet I wouldn't like it.
Probably not.
But I will give it a try. I promise you at the end of recording tonight, I will listen to Dave Blunt's In the Cup, which
Nobody
is
expects you to or wants you to, by the way. You're just doing that to yourself.
well, it's important to set fucking goals, Abby, not something that you
Oh,
would know.
right. No, no goals. But he said he was promoting his carnival themed movie in 2011, Water for Elephants. He told Matt Lauer, who deserved it, by the way, on Today, that he never thought about running away to the circus as a child because a clown died on stage the first time he went to one. His little car exploded, Pattinson told Lauer. The joke car exploded on him. When Lauer asked if he was serious, Pattinson doubled down, saying, "Seriously, yeah. My parents had to. I mean, everybody ran out. It was terrifying. It was the only time I've ever been to the circus." And I was just reading that, and I was like, I literally claimed that I ran away to the circus and made up a whole serious story. And then when people asked me about it later, like that week on Twitter, I said, yes, I did that. I'm dead serious. I made friends with the little midgets.
Well, I don't
We're the
like your
same person, is what I'm saying.
I a couple things. One, yes, I do
Yeah.
think you are also a man. Uh and then two, I don't like your use of the M word.
I know. I was supposed to stop doing that. I'm trying real hard.
You sound like a real faggot when you're fucking saying that shit,
Yeah,
dude. Not for
I do.
my bros. Not for my M words.
I do love those little M words.
They're
They're,
great.
they're just so
Well,
fun, you know?
except for that one that got mad about everything. What was his name?
Oh yeah, Peter Dinklage. We
Yeah,
don't. We get mad about him. Wait, it's like a regular segment on the show
yeah,
at this
that's right.
point is being mad about Peter
Yeah, I
Dinklage and
forgot.
what he's doing to the other little people.
There was a there was a whole episode called Peter Stinklage. Yeah, I don't like him. Uh, little
No,
piece of
people were
shit.
talking about him again this week too,
What a
because
dick.
people were talking about that Snow White movie and the horrible CGI dwarves, and they're all just like, Peter Dinklage did this.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Bro, give, Troy Vern some work. Well, he's dead now, but you know what I mean.
I
Uh,
was gonna say put him in the stocks, but I don't. I feel like that would be just really
what?
cruel. Because he can't even.
Yeah, he would die.
His little feet would be hanging down.
Well, you could make little stocks. You could make stows, I guess you could call them.
Surely there were like child stocks, right?
There had to have been.
There's no way there weren't.
No, because kids were pieces of shit throughout
Oh yeah,
time.
and we did not used to be so gentle with them. I'm certain that had to be a thing,
Oh,
which
you
I
know what they? You know
disapprove
what they?
of and disavow.
You know what they
For the
did?
record,
You know what they did?
what?
They got a bigger stool. Same stocks, same town.
But a
Bigger
bigger
thing for them.
stool.
Yep.
Okay. Well, then we can just get him a stool.
Yeah. I'll bet I remembered they had stools for people, and then you
They
throw
did.
tomatoes at them, and you were like faggot, and you yelled at them and stuff.
That's exactly it.
Yeah, I'll bet I was in the stocks, back in time. There's no way I wasn't.
When you were back in time?
Yeah.
When you went back in time in the magic treehouse and you
No,
went
no,
to the stocks?
when I was back in time, previous life entirely.
Oh, right. In a previous life is what you
Yeah.
would say, not.
No, I was back in time. I was back then.
Yeah.
Also, I'll bet I'll bet I was like a fucking Stegosaurus would be a cool guy for me to be.
You don't really believe you can be reincarnated into a new species, do you?
I mean, it's
It's
about
as
as
bad as believing in evolution.
I mean, you don't believe that you can be reincarnated as a new species is already missing the whole point, which is you don't believe you can be reincarnated. That's where you. That's where
that you
you.
were a stegosaurus.
No,
That's all I'm. That's literally the point. I don't think you were a stegosaurus.
That's where you
That is
draw the line.
absurd.
It's
There
like
weren't. First of all, there were no stegosauruses.
sure.
But if there were, you would not. It's not possible for you to have been one.
Listen, think about this. So when I'm talking about reincarnation, right? I'm talking about all of your atoms scatter. Everything that you are scatters. Energy cannot be
Talking about
created.
gay Joe Rogan stuff.
Maybe. Energy cannot be destroyed or created, right? Supposedly. All this
Right.
stuff, which I don't
Neil
believe.
deGrasse Tyson.
Don't believe. Don't believe any of this because science is gay and COVID was wrong. But, so I scattered out through the
Because-
stars. And
Because
through,
COVID was wrong. I don't even believe atoms exist anymore.
I mean, literally, yes. Literally, yes. Show
No,
me.
some
Never,
people
never
some
seen
people
one?
started going like, actually, man, I don't know about this germ theory thing. Like immediately, that was great.
No, I don't either. I don't either. I'll bet I could go eat dirt and be fine. I just hate it.
It's gross. It doesn't taste good.
Here's what I believe: a man lives and he dies. That's it. Now, I don't know what happens to women, but okay. So I'm dead, scattered throughout the universe because of all of my energy, right? And then
Okay.
it takes a long time for all of those atoms to come back together. And
Yeah.
then it makes something else in potentially infinite universes.
Look, that's
I
not
could have been.
reincarnation.
It's not. It's some bullshit. I call this some bullshitism.
Oh, yeah,
And-
that's accurate.
Well, it's just as accurate as believing in God. It just literally.
There we go.
Well, I mean, dude. When I was fucking 19, I had this idea of Googleism, and everything is an infinite Google search, right? So we're part of a Google search, and every time you make a Google search, it's starting a new universe. All of that stuff is just funny and for fun.
You know what I can't wait for?
To die?
Like genuinely, it's going to be fascinating from an
Nice. Nailed it.
anthropological
You're doing good.
perspective, right?
Mm-hmm.
The robot worshipping religion.
Oh, yeah.
That's coming. That's absolute. As soon as we get those freaking Elon robots, it's going to be like these are a superior being. This is like This is our
Well,
future form, transhumanism, downloading consciousness,
transhuman
religion.
transhumanism is already rather popular among very rich people. I mean, they're
Oh
already
yeah.
doing bullshit
What
like
I'm
that.
saying is that I think it's going to become like a legitimate, like there's buildings to go to situation.
Probably.
Like,
What a shame that I'm not going to be around to see this. The best thing that we get to see in our lifetime is Scientology. You
it could
know?
happen. It could happen now.
I mean, look, Elon, you banned me from your fucking website, you fucking faggot. The episode name is faggot, by the way. Uh,
No.
it might be.
No.
I'll put stars where the G's are.
No.
I'll put F star star
No.
star.
No.
Listen, you can't stop me.
You're right.
Nobody
I
can
have no
stop me.
control over I've never been able to stop you before. That's a fair
Sid
point you're
Barrett is a
making.
squirter part 2.
I was still mad about that. Nobody knows what it means.
But it's lore.
Nobody.
But it's lore.
No, it's not because it was off air.
It's lore.
And
Everybody
you were
knows.
just so drunk. You were convinced we spent the entire episode talking about it. It didn't come up once.
Sid Barrett was a squirter.
Except when you did that, maybe. I don't know.
Sid Barrett was a squirter.
Anyway, we're going to do some Dear
Let's
Abbeys.
do some Dear Abbeys.
But really, guys, listen, I'm very serious about this in reference to the Dear Abbeys, okay? I'm extremely serious. We will do any kind of advice,
will
okay?
do
We're here
anything.
for
My
you
my
in
name's
all
A-
aspects.
My
of
name's
your life.
Abby, and I'll do anything for you.
I will,
No. Say it for the
I just
AI.
have no,
Say
no.
it for
I'm
the
not
AI.
saying it, but I can't. I just have meatloaf in my head. It's just a problem.
I would do it.
Anything
Yeah.
for you.
No.
I know it's love in the song. I'm saying it for the audience.
But I won't do that.
That's
And then
basically how I feel.
And then he's got his motorcycle, and his bats chasing him, and he's like, "Run!" You seen the album cover? It's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's really
Bat
good.
out of hell.
Part 2, I believe, is the one.
Is it part 2?
Yeah.
I don't know why. I think I've talked about this on here before, but Meatloaf was just that was cool when I was a kid, dude.
When you are,
cool.
I'll bet we were about the same age when my mother introduced me to Meatloaf, and
Yeah.
like when you're that age, Meatloaf is fucking badass.
The coolest guy you ever saw. And then it was Rocky Horror Picture Show that
Yep.
solidified just the coolest like 2 minutes of film I had
Oh,
seen
yeah.
in my life up to that point. It was just like, who is that? My mom's like, that's Meatloaf. It's the guy that, we're listening to the meat. I was like, it was just I told my husband about just my obsession with just this is the idea of a cool guy
Yeah.
with Meatloaf when I was a kid, and he was just like stared at me while I was talking and then just laughed. That's it. That's the reaction I got.
I don't know. He's lame.
funny, I guess.
He's lame because like as an 8-year-old boy, things that are cool are like 8 balls with snakes wrapped around them and motorcycles and meatloaf.
Yeah.
You know.
It just is.
Well, I mean, also as a 37-year-old man, I've started to circle back around into like unironically
course.
thinking that shit's cool. Like,
Meatloaf was cool, is cool, forever cool.
I'm going to get a cobra wrapped around an 8-ball on my bicep tattoo.
You should.
That would actually kick ass. That would be amazing.
You gotta have the text above it. Cobra, you're out of control. Just to throw the.
Oh, you know what'd be a good tattoo? A mom tattoo, but it's crossed out.
Oh no.
Listen, my body's a canvas. My life is art.
Yeah. Okay. Dear Abby, how do you register a new address in Americas or on Amazon? I need stuff delivered and the address I'm on was vacant, so not registered. Please help. I think the Dr. Proctor will know more about this. He seems like a guy that knows things. America, not Americas. Don't say Americas. Bryden will get so mad.
That's true. I'm not going to get mad. I'm actually just going to, let this pass. And I have the perfect address that you can send things to. It's actually
No,
Abby's
I
address.
know.
And
Every day I regret giving you my address.
why?
Or my phone number.
You randomly get free shit all
You're
the
right.
time.
You're right. I do. Yes, but also with threats of publishing it more
That's true.
frequently than I get the gifts. Actually,
That's true.
I do like the gifts though. They're great. They're fantastic gifts.
Sometimes I just get drunk and I'm like, you know who needs fucking thumbtacks?
Yep. And something shows up at my door and it says Abby dicks in her butts.
Yeah.
And my husband's like, "This is for you." Doesn't even open it. Doesn't care. No curiosity. Just, "This is for you."
Well, sometimes it's
from
cool.
Bryden.
Sometimes it's cool shit. You got a whole mic. Getting you, I
did.
get you, your fucking, wallet. I get drunk and bought you. You got all kinds of cool stuff coming.
It's exciting.
Everything's good. Yeah, some of it might come with a sting of glitter.
I'm shocked you haven't done something like that already.
I would never do anything like that.
Of course not. But I do appreciate the gifts, just to be clear. Okay. To register the new address, yes, just use mine, I guess.
Just use Abby's address. I was going to post it on Twitter, but Elon Musk actually banned me for inauthentic account, which I am appealing because they had my phone number. I gave them $8 with my credit card. I don't know what the fuck else they want. I was talking to support 2 fucking day. I'm a real person. I'm a real person.
You're not a real person. Bryden, what makes you think you're a real person? Prove it right now.
I don't have an off switch.
Are you sure? What if you haven't found it?
Yeah, I mean, start throwing out a bunch of combinations of words and numbers and stuff, and let's see if I explode.
Blue 743.
No, I'm just thinking about football now.
Okay. Well, we'll try to make you explode throughout the show. Maybe something will do it. Oh my goodness, did you know that grandmas are now on Twitter, like, running people? Okay, I'm just...
It's fine, go ahead.
You need to get a hold of yourself.
Go ahead, do the show, it's fine.
I quit. I quit. I'm done. I can't work under these conditions.
Do the show. It's fine.
Okay.
It's okay.
But there's grandmas on Twitter, like, running people's jokes through Grok, the AI on there, to, like, explain the jokes to them, apparently. I got one of those today. It was so funny.
I don't know. I haven't seen that. Grok's actually great. I like Grok a lot. It's a way better AI than fucking chatbot. 'Cause AI is bullshit. When it's just a chatbot, it's a better chatbot than fucking ChatGPT fucking ever is. Like, it's actually, and it cites its fucking sources for shit, which ChatGPT doesn't. Which is a shame that I don't have access to that anymore.
Well, maybe they'll fix it for you once you talk to them.
I was gonna give them $8 a month, bro. I almost signed up for the year because they had like the deal going on. Thank fucking God I didn't. They're not refunding me my $8.
Oh, probably not.
Sons of bitches.
Dear Abby, why are the people on this website so stiff and mean lately? All the dudes here have no sense of humor at all.
Yeah,
you're right.
Because Trump. Talking about Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Because Trump won, now they're like gunning for position to find out who's the most contrarian, who's somebody that is going to stand out, because not everybody can be like, hey, Donald Trump won, that fucking rules, right? No, everybody has to fucking fight with each other. That's the whole goddamn thing. There's only a few people that get to take credit for Donald Trump winning, and it ain't the people that were being, contrarian. It's people like Charlie Kirk, who did a massive outreach campaign in like Pennsylvania and shit like that. It's like high level guys. So anybody that you're fucking talking to, no, they have to have a new take because Trump won. So now they have to explain why this is bad and you still have to fight. They want you to be unhappy. Those people didn't take one day to fucking celebrate. That's all I'm saying.
There are many, many people, not just politics, but also like all the life coach stuff, all the red pill stuff,
It's all
like
connected.
all of that stuff. Y- most of these people lose their income stream if your life is no longer horrible, right? If they're like they have to, things have to be bad. There has to be something to fix. A therapist never wants you to stop going to them.
Nope.
Like that's how this works. These people cannot ever, ever, ever give ground in any sort of argument, and everything has to be as horrible as possible. They will lie through their teeth and manipulate graphs and things like that out of context, whatever they have to do to create the illusion that they have something that you need to buy,
Here,
even if it's just interacting with them because on Twitter now because they get a payout
yeah.
when you interact with them.
What a fucking
So
scam that is, by the way.
dude, it's crazy. Like, it's gotten so much worse on there because you can just tweet out bait
It's hot
and
girls asking.
cash in.
It's hot girls asking questions all the time. I noticed that too. It's
Oh,
great.
yeah.
Just like, what's your favorite type of watermelon? And it's like they fight and she responds to every fucking thing.
Yep.
Uh, yeah, I mean, which is whatever. That's the internet's been like that forever. But no, it's because a big fucking event happened. And I'm not going to say that Donald Trump's going to fix everything or anything for that matter. I'm out of politics, bro. I don't do those types of shows anymore. But no. There's got to always be a fucking problem. That's why it's the guys that got 43 days or whatever just until he takes office.
Yeah.
There immediately has to be problems. And there are, I
Yep.
mean, with the confirmations and stuff like that, there's already been some tomfoolery and some weird things that you should talk about, like fucking Fetterman's like, yeah, we should pardon Trump. Biden, like, I mean, just weird stuff that would be topics of conversation. But instead, it has to be, let's talk about the fucking wife jack meme, which, by the way, here's my take on the wife jack thing. It was originally created to say, here's what my dumbass wife says. And then people got mad about it one way or the other, or like looked too far into it and were like, well, no, this is about loving your wife or whatever. No, bro, it's a picture and you're supposed to say dumb shit that your wife says.
It's just a silly, it's like acknowledging the difference in thinking between the sexes in a silly, cute way. It's just like, oh, here's a silly thing that's typical for a woman to say. And then we did a husband jack one too. We made one immediately.
Yeah, I'm
As
sure
soon as the
that's.
wife jack even started, we had actually Bean made the one that ended up becoming more
Oh,
popular
really?
because it just looked better than the other ones people were making.
Good
And
for
so a
Bean.
bunch of us that are like Bean started using that and it spread a little. So the husband jack meme was made by Bean
Good for Bean. Good for
after her
Bean.
husband, I'm sure. So it's all just Bean's husband is who we're all talking about here, which works, honestly,
I'm
if you've
pretty
ever talked to the man.
pretty sure. Yeah, that's great. But like,
But
yeah.
anyway, but yeah, no, it's just, yeah, it's literally
Why
just,
is Matt? Why is Matt Walsh commenting like a supposed serious, somewhat serious guy, or whatever? He's a bit of a troll, and I admire that. But he's a bit amateur. He's just got high profile, and he does well. I don't mind Matt Walsh. Uh, and I disagree with him on all that stuff, but whatever. It's neither here nor there. Why is he making tweets about like there's a split in the right about the family and this and that and like,
because there
bro,
has to be discourse and we have to
that's
talk
not
about this.
discourse.
They have to create it. If there is none, they have to create it. Like some guy tweeted a poll about like in a in the context of like a Christian marriage, I'm assuming, based on the people who were talking about it, but it was just like if a husband requires his wife wear a red dress every day of her life, should she have to submit to that? And it's like a poll, and like everybody was freaking out about it. I was just laughing reading some of the
Wait,
just
wait, 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 wait. I
insane
missed that.
stuff. Okay, yeah, it
Explain
literally
this to
is.
me, and then I will help with that.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, actually, I think I bookmarked a pretty representative tweet from one side of it. Let me go and
Because
see if it's
because
there.
because honestly, like I get the idea of the red dress. I mean, that's a whole thing. But like, one, not all women look great in red dresses.
No, yeah, but it's just a hypothetical, whatever. It's an absurd hypothetical. It's like, do you have to submit to that? But the whole premise is retarded, and you could pick it apart there because it's like that's just an insane thing to do, and the type of man who would do that is like is going to be controlling and abusive in other ways because that's like
I don't
insane.
think
That's not like a stable thing to demand,
I don't
right?
think that's
But
true.
that's beside the point.
I don't think that's true, and I don't think that is like. I mean, how far does this demand go? Because it's like, I don't think it's wrong to, especially if you have better fashion sense or whatever, to be like, hey, I would like to pick out your clothes, and this is what you should wear.
No,
Let me
that's fine, but that's not
your
really
wardrobe.
but the specifics of you have to wear a red dress every day is so silly that it doesn't come from that's the point. Like my husband I asked my husband what
Well,
he
why
would
not a
like me to wear and
collar?
he bought me some clothes.
Yeah. Oh, well, then like, why not a
That's fine.
collar? Why not a collar then, instead of a
Sure.
red dress?
It's like literally, yeah, it could be that. It could be anything. It's just a silly little hypothetical, but that's not the absurd part because, yeah, it's a dumb hypothetical and like you could play with that, sure, but immediately you just have hundreds of just guys going like, you have to submit to him like he is your God and this and that and like pulling scripture and stuff. And I'm just sitting here laughing like, is your wife a Barbie doll? Like, oh, this is a very silly thing to be so fired up over. Like, oh, you want your Barbie doll is named Jennifer, and she wears a red dress every day. And then you've got the like trad wives who are all like, well, I would just have to do whatever my daddy husband tells me because I'm such a good girl and like all this stuff. And
God,
that
that would have
is what.
been that would have been so hot had any other person on the planet fucking said it. But you just like, yeah, just say it like fucking, like Doug
Yeah.
from some paper company or something.
Well, I can't make these women sound like smart or cute.
You can't make you sound smart or cute.
That's true. I have a horrible voice. You know how I mentioned a few weeks ago that my husband said that like I sound like a bird and he was screwing with me, right?
You do.
It came up again somehow in front of everyone at
Not a good
Thanksgiving.
bird either. By the way,
Okay.
not a good bird. Not like a parakeet, like a cute one. Like,
No.
it's
No, see, that's what I'm getting at because somehow I don't even remember how, but somehow it came up again in front of all of my in-laws. They're all there. There's a bunch of people and it came out that like and he was like, "Yeah, yeah, that's what I mean about the squawking kind of bird,
There you
right?"
go.
And I looked at him and I was like, I thought we were talking about like a songbird,
No,
and he's just like got this shit-eating grin, like,
not a
nope.
blue, not a blue jay, bud. Not a parakeet. Not even a parrot. Because they sometimes they're like
Yeah.
podcast. It's not like that. Not like
Yeah.
that.
No,
It's like
not
a
like that.
like a red hawk type of thing.
Squawk? No, that's not. What do hawks sound like, actually?
They sound like what we think eagles sound like. Like
Right, and eagles don't sound
yeah.
like that at all.
No, they don't sound like
Um,
that. We've been through this.
yeah, we're just rehashing old
This
content.
is why we need a goddamn producer with knowledge of what we've done.
Keg. Whatever. There's a man that calls himself our producer who does not produce. That's all I'm saying.
I didn't know he called himself our producer. I don't think he has the time to do this.
Yes,
Oh,
he
well, guess
does.
what? You're fired, faggot.
We don't pay him anyway, so. In fact, he pays us, so
That's true.
it's actually kind of sweet
Guess what?
if you think about it.
You might be rehired. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm fine with this. Just keep up with the Patreon.
I have not.
Just.
I have not heard this nonsense. I talked to him the other night. I have not heard this nonsense that he's the producer.
Who's
Maybe he told me. I was blacked out drunk.
I
So
no, I think that's my fault, honestly. I think I might have said something like a year ago or to that effect. I don't know.
well, I mean, executive producer would. Well, nope, that makes sense. Executive producers don't do anything but give people
There we go.
money.
There you go. That's what he does.
So he is.
Okay.
That's probably what he said. But you're stupid.
That's always a possibility. At
I'll,
every given moment, I could just be being stupid
I will legitimately bet
or insane.
that that's what he said was executive producer.
Oh, who the freaking knows? I don't know. But the point I was making, though, is like that example I was trying to give with the red dress is just what Twitter is now because it gets engagement, not because it like matters or makes any sense or is worth talking about. And if you see someone without the blue check engaging in these things and not just being silly with it or like intentionally trolling people, right? Then they're just really, really stupid people.
I I don't know. I mean, I will say, girl Twitter is way different than the Bryden Twitter that I had before Elon stole it from me because I'm too good at social media. But we're gonna get it back. I'm appealing. All right, let's check. Let's check now and see if I have.
While you're checking that, let's talk about girl Twitter. Let's talk about a certain girl Twitter. Let's talk about how you have admitted that the first account that I publicly decided to call out, the one that I said I knew was you, Amber Marsh Starks, you admitted to me the other day that it was true and you privated the account and you immediately announced that Twitter was getting too toxic and you were leaving just like a girl would right after you said it, right? Like that day. Okay, or the next morning or something. I saw that and I'm just sitting here like you denied it to me in text, in DMs on Discord, on the phone, talking. You denied it. You bald faced lies on Twitter from that account. You pretended like you had no idea what I was talking about, making me look like an insane person for claiming that the account was run by a man who was stalking me when it was actually, in reality, ran by a man who was stalking me. And apparently you just gave this chick $8 to use the account or something?
I don't know about giving people money. I would never give a woman money.
So I won months ago, is what we're saying here. And he was going to let me believe that I am insane. I did recognize him immediately. I knew it was him, and I doubted my own sanity. So we won, girls. We were right. Girls in the group chats, we were right. And we never let her in. She never got in. So we win. And I'm not insane. It wasn't that other chick, though. She's just a fed. That's a different situation. That could also be him. I don't know.
It's not. I guarantee you it's not. Well, I hope you feel good about yourself.
I don't. I feel worse somehow.
Don't worry.
I don't know why.
Don't worry. You're only going to continue to feel worse for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Yeah. I'm never going to forgive myself either.
Oh, I know you're not.
I'll just decide it's my fault. That's what's going to happen. It's just what I'm like.
It is, though.
You're going to, the last act of your life is going to be posting just a very serious, somber video to YouTube. Abby did this.
Yeah, dude, believe me, it's not you that I was gonna put on the list, but like I'm definitely slipping a bunch of names into my pocket just so
You
people
got
get
it.
investigated. Just so because as a last laugh, I'm gonna like people that I hate. I'm just gonna
Mhm.
put that because then they have to get contacted.
Oh
It's
yeah.
it's hilarious. Like it's a really good move. It's super funny because that just ruins their whole fucking day. Even if they hate me, which they probably do, right? They're contacted by police, and that's the fear when the police show up to your door
Oh
randomly.
yeah.
Like it's. I have a beautiful mind. Unfortunately, it's just all for revenge.
And I'm just imagining if they showed up at my door and the first thing they ask
Do you
is
know Bryden
if I'm
Proctor?
familiar with a man named Bryden Proctor, I'd just be like, I gotta call a lawyer.
Yep.
Just can you wait? Just hang on.
Oh
I got some
yeah.
calls to make.
Just because you're a name written in a fucking just to take up somebody's whole afternoon is great. Because they're police. They have to check on all of
Oh
them.
yeah.
It's yeah.
You're a terrible person.
No, I just get how people work, and I don't like it.
All right. What how are we on time?
We have 10 minutes left.
Good. Good, because we have a Reddit story to
All
do. I'll
right,
do one
let's.
of the shorter ones.
Yeah,
Do 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 do.
I gotta buy a new chair. I'm gonna get a
Yeah.
new chair soon.
Stop squeaking so much.
I squeak.
Well, don't make it. Why are you doing it? Okay.
Hey, look, it's an impression of your mom's house.
I hope not anymore. That would be a real freaking problem.
Yeah, she'd be getting raped. She is retarded. That would be an issue. Yeah.
I don't really like that you said that.
Well, I mean, would it not be?
That's not what I mean. I don't like that any of this. Okay, this from r/off my chest.
Not my eye patch. That's my, or no, better. He's like, that's my good eye.
My boyfriend looks like a frog.
Okay, well, some guy, Pete Davidson. You dating Pete
I
Davidson?
I knew a guy in high school. When he smiled, he just looked like a happy frog,
Some
and
guys.
somehow he just. I hate frogs. I think they're disgusting, but
They're
somehow
cool.
this guy looking like a happy frog when he smiled was so endearing. I was just like, I like it when that guy smiles. You know, he was a friend of mine.
You should have kissed him. He might have been a prince.
I did not kiss him. I think he would have liked for me to kiss him,
Well,
but I did not.
I mean, usually guys that look like that. Okay, I
Never
searched
came
happy.
up.
I searched happy frog, trying to look for one of those like happy frogs. I hate modernity because like this is what I got when I got happy frog, which is just like some fucking Five Nights at Freddy's looking.
Oh, gross.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
know.
hate that stuff. Oh my goodness. Some of my
This is what I was looking for. This is to describe this to the listeners. It looks like some Five Nights at Freddy fucking weird bullshit, right?
yeah.
But then this is what I was looking for. Look at how happy this little frog looks. He's got his
See,
like
that's
suction
more
cups.
what I'm thinking about, or just more like closed mouth. But yeah, like that.
Yeah, but
Just a
everything's
happy
all
tree frog.
fucking AI. This is. I hate. Okay, look, for anybody that's listening to the show that's under fucking 30 years old, which I doubt there's many. The internet used to, you could look up like happy frog, and you would see like some of those weird smiling frogs like in nature and shit like that. This is, by the way, this picture is definitely fake. I just realized it. There's so many goddamn bullshit fake pictures out there, and it's always the internet was so much better, and I don't like it because I grew up on the internet, Abby.
The only thing that I like about the AI stuff is when you Google something, the AI summarizes things at the top for you right now, which is really
Nope.
helpful to me with very
No.
specific things involved with teaching.
No, that's bad. because they're going to get rid of Google searches entirely and like lists of bullshit where you can like dig into sources, and they're just going to go that's the true evil of AI is they're going to go, this is the answer, and people are going to get used to that,
Sure.
and it's going
But
to
I'm
be
not talking about the future and what it's going to become. I'm talking about right now. That's been a little bit convenient for me sometimes. That's my one concession.
okay.
Now,
It's
what it's
also
going to
wrong.
become is all horrible.
It's also sometimes wrong because
Oh,
I've seen
yeah.
screenshots where it was like somebody Googled AI there with their fucking, I forget what theirs is called. Meta, was it Bard or something like that? They were like, can you eat rocks? And their AI was like, yes, you can eat rocks.
Well, yeah. Okay. Well, I'm not trusting it on important things, but for example, I needed real
Important
quick to
things like,
know.
can you eat rocks?
Yeah, yeah, it's more important things like can you eat rocks? But no, like I was like I needed our deep freezer broke, right? And I needed to know why trash pickup won't take it, right? And I
Okay.
found out real quick without having to click on
Because of the
links or
Freon.
anything. Yeah, it's just toxic chemicals. You can't just throw that in a landfill. And also
You
there's like
couldn't
some
have.
concern about children getting stuck in there, so you have to take the lid off or something or
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah, they
Uh,
did. Guess why they did that? It's a very famous case. It's very sad. I think you know why.
yeah.
But um, dude, you couldn't click through a couple things and Control
I'm not
F.
yes, I look, that's fine. I'm not claiming any of the things you're
I'm
making
against
these
it.
leaps about.
I'm
Yes,
against
it's
it.
I understand. I have long been against the AI stuff and the
I like
robot
Grok.
stuff.
I like Grok though. I like Grok. It's my. That's why I'm so mad they took it away from me. I like Grok. I think it's the best little chat bot that has the best answers because it lists the shit where it comes from and links it. And you can click on it and go, that sounds like some bullshit. Let me check that out. I only ever asked it like weird questions about like, about my personal life or like
Hmm.
write me,
Right.
a house rhythm with suspended seventh. And like, just stuff like that. Like that's typically
About your
useful stuff.
personal life. Yeah. Hmm. Is it giving you advice?
Yeah, it gave me a pretty decent house rhythm melody using suspended seventh,
Well, that's
but
good.
it,
No, but I'm very against all this stuff. I saw iRobot. I'm on Will Smith's side.
I don't think anybody's on Will Smith's side. But okay, go ahead.
In iRobot, he's got the Converse, and he's like, things are better for these robots. Robots are going to kill us all,
Guy seems racist.
Yeah, he was actually I think that was the entire point of the movie was that Will Smith needed to be cured of his racism. And I think it's real messed up that at the end he was cured of his racism because he was right the whole time. I mean, those things did try to take over, right? And like, yeah, it was the evil AI, Vicky or whatever, but also who's to say that the next AI won't go evil? Like, it's a risk, you know?
So what you're saying
Those
is you're
robots did commit atrocities.
so what you're saying is you're really, really, really scared about super whites.
They're terrifying to me.
White 2.0 is very scary.
And there's going to be a cult of people that worship them as gods. And so there's also going to be people dragging you out of your beds.
I'm gonna
There
be.
was a famous night, and we don't have to go over this, but it's happening again. It's going to be the robots.
You've made it crystal clear. Let's go ahead and go on with the rest of the.
And when I miss him, I watch frog YouTube videos and they make me happy and warm inside because they remind me of him.
Women are strange.
I can't tell this to him because it might make him self conscious. The way he blinks slowly and
What the
yawn
fuck?
is the same. And he has big eyes on his face, and the way he smiles. I think frogs are adorable, and so is he. I miss him sometimes. I don't have many pictures of him, so the frogs are a more accurate representation of how he looks like. His facial expressions and behavior in real life. And then she ends it with a cute little frog emoji, little smiling frog emoji. Isn't it so sweet? Don't ever tell him. My
Yeah.
advice, though, the reason I brought this one up, you do need advice. Do not tell that man he looks like a frog. Just appreciate it in your head.
You
Tell
could
him he looks like an eagle or a bear or a wolf or something
don't tell him.
cool.
Don't
Don't
tell.
tell him he looks like a
Listen,
frog.
frogs are cool. Don't tell him he looks like any strange animal at all.
He's a falcon. Tell him he's a falcon.
No, he's a man. Tell him that he's a man. Do not ever be like, hey, by the way, you look like something non-human. That's
An alligator.
really strange. All of them are strange. There's not. You know, think about this. There's a whole bunch of people that get real mad if you say you look like a monkey, no matter how accurate that might be.
Okay. She didn't even know she was black, Bryden. Do you have to do this to Roseanne? Do you have to torture the poor woman? She was on Ant-Man and she didn't even know she was black.
To be fair, I didn't know she was black either. I mean, really, I didn't.
It's one of the funniest things I've ever experienced in my life is Roseanne just
thought
super
the bitch was
distraught and
lying.
loud. I didn't even know she was black. And the
No,
way
that's
she said,
that's not what she said. She said, "I thought the bitch was white."
oh, that's right. That's what it was. That's so much better. You're right. Oh my gosh, the way she said white and just drawn out, like,
yeah.
oh, I love Roseanne so much.
Oh, she's an insane person.
She's so funny to me.
She's great. She's super funny. She's a comedic genius. I would kill to have her on the fucking show. And the thing is, she
I
might
wish
fucking
she was
do
my
it.
mother.
Dude, she might fucking do it. You just gotta catch her for an hour
Why
when
am I
she's
tweeting
bored.
at Bookie?
Yeah, I don't know. Get Roseanne on the show.
You're right. That's way better.
She may not come on.
I'm gonna ask.
You should ask. She'd, be like, Roseanne, please come on the damn show.
We admire you so much. We love you. We grew up watching you.
True.
I wished you were my mom my whole life.
I did not wish that she was my mom on
I
account
did.
of, like, I always thought, I wish that I did not grow up in poverty.
Right. Well, they seemed rich to me. So they had a freaking house. There was a second freaking floor on that house.
Well, they did end up being rich for one season, but it was all a dream.
Oh yeah.
So, what a letdown. They won the lottery. They kind of jumped the shark on that one though. And then the last season was not good. But great show.
John Goodman's always good.
No, John Goodman's incredible.
Genius.
Good actor. I'm not going to go genius.
I'm just being very positive about these people right now.
Okay, well, I don't think John Goodman's coming on the fucking show. Roseanne
no, but
might.
Roseanne might.
I don't know if Roseanne Barr and John Goodman are on good man terms. I should have said good terms, man. Sorry, messed it up. Damn.
Okay. I don't think we have enough time for
No,
another story.
we're good. We finished the hour. Also, something about skeleton rings. We're gonna buy skeleton rings.
Oh, that's right. So Bryden got a ring sizer so that we can get rings. Did you want to talk? I don't know what you wanted to say about your ring sizer.
Oh yeah, I bought it because I had to get a pinky ring.
Oh yes.
I don't know
So
how
the
big my pinky ring is. Apparently, it's a 6. I have a very small pinky.
A 6? That's not that small.
It's pretty small.
My ring finger's a 7. I guess it's small for a man, but you're
Yeah.
a small man.
I am a small man.
It's proportionate.
I
It's not like you have
suppose.
girl hands.
No, I got pretty girl hands, dude.
Let me see. Oh my god, you do have girl hands.
I got pretty
Oh,
girl
no.
hands. I've always had pretty girl hands.
They're so cute. That's terrible.
Yeah. Pretty good. They're all soft too because I don't do manual labor.
Oh no.
No, these are the tips of my fingers from all of the typing is pretty rough.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, I got this fucking shit because I gotta buy a pinky ring because I gotta
It's
buy
a skeleton hand.
a skeleton hand pinky ring. And Erica didn't get it because we're getting matching fucking podcast rings.
Yeah.
She asked me, she goes, is it a is it like a friendship ring? I said, no, it's a skeleton hand. Are you crazy?
I don't understand why they don't get this.
It's a skeleton hand. Like, why would you not? This is I'm gonna lose this in a stripper. It's going.
It's not symbolic of anything except skeleton hands are cool.
Yeah.
I don't know why anyone thinks that we're getting skeleton hand rings for any other reason.
And you know what? You know what the best part is? This particular skeleton hand ring, the knuckles of the skeleton hand
Yeah.
are skulls.
Oh, I didn't even notice that, dude.
It's the best.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's the fucking best.
Oh man. Okay. Yep. Skeleton hand rings. That's a great note to end on. We're out of time for today. You can follow
Episode is
me.
called Faggot Skeleton Hand Rings.
Please don't call it. That's who's gonna click on that?
Bigots.
Think about the type of person who will care at all about what is going on in that episode. Seeing that title.
Super cool guys with pinky
Oh.
rings, probably. Everybody knows that pinky rings are sweet.
They're very, very cool. You can, DM me any Dear Abbeys on Twitter at OctoAbbey with an I. Please go and give us 5-star reviews
Oh, yeah.
on Spotify.
I haven't checked them. I'm sure they have not done that.
It's not going well over there.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Do you have any plugs?
fucking, I got a Steam Deck. It was on sale.
We're so happy for you.
Yeah, it's my plug, I guess. It's really big.
Yeah, it's kind of big, but it's good because it's got like the controller parts kind of feel good in your hands, and the screen is big.
Yeah.
You want the screen to be big. It's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Have a great week, secure in the knowledge that we are with you. We are the only ones you can trust are here to help with everything.